This is and I'm gonna use the term that I say nobody should be using unless they get a diagnosis. How narcissistic of these people to come to a country and be mad that you own all the land, that you are the richest. How dare you? I want to break this down. So, can I read this article? Because this about to show y'all how pissed off they were that you were the landlords and you was making all the money. Do you mind if I read this article?
Not at all.
Because what they tried to do with Sarah, okay, y'all, we've been telling y'all that white and black is a part of the caste system and it's only a status. The idea that white, brown, and black or racial or racist is a fallacy. It doesn't exist. They made you believe it. They put you in. Well, you had to choose that box, right? They brainwash you to the point where you chose the box because they can't choose it for you because they know if they tell you you're black, they know that's against international law, that's against human right, they cannot tell you who you are. They make you choose by influencing you, okay? Because they know that that is racial genocide. But I'm gonna go ahead and read this article. Um, it says, and this is about Sarah Rector. It says, "White people alarmed." That's the headline. The white people have become so alarmed at the enormous wealth of this young girl that they did not like such wealth belonging to a girl of Afro American blood. Some of the whites want to enamel her, others to use skin success so that she might pass. Now, mind you, Sarah Rector was a very, very dark skinned little girl. The fact that they're talking about passing has nothing to do with her complexion, okay? But the politicians, I can't even read that part, so let's go to the next sentence. If so, it will be the first time a brown skinned girl has been made white by law. They wanted to, she was making so much money that they wanted to change her social status from black to white. With all the traits and characteristics of an Afro American, she has too much money and must be white. It's the same old idea of the white man that whenever a Negro achieves any distinction, either in the scientific or literary world, some white men want to declare them white. When Frederick Douglass began to show his master ability as an orator and great statesman, white people wanted to claim him. Okay? And they also wanted to claim Booker T. Washington, but Booker T. Washington wasn't going for it. They also wanted to claim um, W.E.B. Du Bois. So, anytime you hear a lot our people talking about the bourgeoisie, all these bootlicking Negroes and things like that, that's what they be talking about because once they get a certain amount of money, their social status change. They're no longer black. They're no longer connected to the community. They no longer can identify with you socially. So what the white people doing, it's about playing with the numbers like I was telling you guys earlier in the first show. Okay. This is how they make their numbers larger. Okay. They got you thinking that black is a race. So what they do is they go into these societies and they pick out the best of the best. and changed their social status to white. So now they are part of what they say the good old boy club. So this is the trigger. This is why when we talk about we are not black, we don't subscribe to the social construct of black and white. This is what we're talking about because every time you say you're black, you're saying that you're on the bottom.
That's right. That's right. And just pay attention, y'all, when she was reading that. They labeled Sarah as an Afro American. Don't confuse that with African American. It is not the same thing. Afro is a term that is in regard to being natural. So all they were saying was is that she was a natural American, that she was American, meaning that her origin, her place of origin was here in America.
Say that one more time for the people in the back row.
So please, y'all, don't get it confused. So when we were pumping them afros and wearing afros that we called hairstyles, and our mamas and daddies in the 70s was having them put black fists, and they was black power in this and black power in that, but they were saying we are Afro Americans because they were saying we are natural Americans. We belong here and we've always been here. There have always been movements, several movements, and what they do is they come in and they misconstrue the structure of those movements and they indoctrinate us in school and teach us whitewashed history.
Absolutely.
And now here we are
Absolutely.
today. Fast forward to 2024, and here we are,
Messed up, jumbled up,
confused.
don't know who we are, calling ourselves black. First and foremost, I never, even as a child, the idea of calling myself black or African American always was a cringe for me. It was very cringe worthy. And I ain't understand why. I definitely wasn't calling myself African American. So I slid over into the black box, even though that's something I just did not agree with either. But
Yeah, same here.
so this is why it's very important for you to identify with your heritage. So you can know who you are, so you can get out the black box.
Absolutely. They know who you are. You just don't know who you are. And
And
it
they
was done on
bank on
purpose.
it.
Yeah. They bank on you not reading those jokes that we used to spread around in the community. That so y'all, that was those was just forms of brainwashing. And they would plant seeds and make jokes, and then we would carry those jokes along, those stereotypes. Black people don't read. Black people don't read. But black people don't want to read. If you want to hide it from them, put it in a book. And guess what? We said that shit about ourselves so much until we started believing it, and then we started believing it, and we actually just did it. We didn't read anything. We didn't do research on our own. We relied on them to tell us everything instead of going and studying it for ourselves.